I was born in Fort Worth, Texas. Before I could remember that place, I moved to Hawaii. Now, I may or may not recall a calm doctor spraying a bloody Ninja Turtle shirt with a squirt gun in the hospital to calm me down after a nasty windsock swinging incident. But in short time, I moved again to California, then to Michigan, and then, with some reliable degree of acquired comprehension, I left teachers and friends that I knew, departing for Italy, where I would further develop emotionally, physically, and consciously, before finally abandoning my safe haven there for what felt at the time like Terminus in Florida. It wasn't especially clear to me when I was 13 why my peers were so interested in the Colosseum and the Vatican. Did I visit Pompeii? Why did you move here? They asked. Why would you leave? I wondered. I spent half of a day at the Colosseum. There may have been a field trip to Pompeii, but I didn't go. I do remember hiking a mountain I could see from where I lived, though. For decades, I called it Mount Redeemer in my memories, probably for the statue of the Redeemer adorning the summit. I went with my dad, and the most vivid memory of it I have were cow pies and using a latrine. See, it wasn't a big tourist attraction, and we didn't really go for the statue. The Boy Scouts just thought a camping trip was in order, and Montaltino was the closest one. It must have been a few days hike, and maybe there were 16 of us. There was fog in the mornings, chilly nights, pleasant days. I remember rotisserie chickens, maybe, for lunch or dinner. I remember goats, actually, lots of goats. I think there was a valley or a gorge, perhaps with a house in it. It was mysterious. And the summit sticks in my mind, just not at the forefront. Vague and distant pieces of a memory. We didn't have to go far. My best memories and favorite parts of Italy were behind the house and in the basement. They were on the way to school, down the road, and around the corner. When I would leave Florida, it would be on my own accord. I would take responsibility for my actions, my decisions and indecision. I would bear the weight of the cost of life for me and those that would depend on me. It would be up to me what I seek to know and what I don't know. And it would be my fault when I prove to be unable or incompetent. Out of failure, it wasn't the bells from St. Peter's Basilica that beckoned me. It was a memory of a misty, glowing valley in the mountains and a single standing spruce tree 3 miles from my front door. A rocky outcrop archipelago with thin sight of shoreline. A walk away at low tide, but maybe a little bit more of a challenge to land a sailboat. It was just enough of a hurdle to feel possible and not debilitating. I don't need to move to a different state or country. I don't need to dig into the depths of what labyrinth of a mind I have to find a direction. I need to see through my open eyes, pick a point, and let the journey there communicate with me. Observe and interact with what I see. Today, my backyard has as much to teach me as it did when I was 10. My aspirations to swing like Tarzan when I was 3, however, I may need to revisit that in another place.